Listen, this is the part nobody wants to hear. The guy who runs 5 miles before sunrise, eats clean, looks carved out of stone, and posts gym selfies can still drop from a heart attack. Not because he did everything wrong, but because the story we tell ourselves about fitness equals safety is dangerously incomplete. You've been sold a clean, comforting lie. Move more, eat better, stay lean, and your heart will be bulletproof. Here's the truth that rattles people. Your heart doesn't care how you look in a mirror. It cares about biology, stress chemistry, electrical timing, and damage you can't see. And when those invisible systems fail, they fail fast. Here's the first uncomfortable reality. A heart attack isn't always about clogged pipes the way cartoons make it seem. You can have arteries that look pretty good on a scan and still have a fatal event. What actually kills is often instability, soft plaque that doesn't block much blood flow but is fragile. Think of it like rotten drywall behind a fresh coat of paint. You feel great, you perform great, but inside, inflammation has been chewing away for years. Then one brutal spike. Stress, dehydration, poor sleep, a hard workout layered on top of caffeine, and that soft plaque ruptures. The body panics, throws a clot at the wound, and suddenly a pipe that was 30% blocked is 100% blocked in seconds. That's why fit people get blindsided. They don't feel sick beforehand because nothing was screaming, until everything did. Now let's talk stress, because this is where modern life quietly ambushes even the disciplined. You can be fit and still live in a constant low-grade fight-or-flight mode. Deadlines, financial pressure, phone notifications, doom scrolling, bad sleep, stimulants. Your nervous system never fully stands down. Cortisol stays elevated, adrenaline pulses randomly, blood pressure spikes when you're not paying attention. Over time, that chemical storm damages the inner lining of your arteries. It's microscopic, but it matters. That lining is supposed to be slick and calm. Stress turns it rough and reactive. Blood becomes stickier, platelets get jumpy. So when a problem shows up, your system overreacts. You don't need years of junk food to set this up, just years of never truly turning off. Another truth that messes with people is genetics. You don't outrun DNA. Some bodies are wired to produce higher cholesterol particles that are smaller and more dangerous. Some people calcify faster. Some have clotting factors that go wild under stress. You can be doing everything right and still be playing on hard mode. This isn't defeatist. It's survival awareness. The most dangerous mindset is thinking you're exempt. Fitness lowers risk, it does not erase it. And when fit people ignore family history because they feel strong, they skip the one thing that actually saves lives: early detection. Let's get into the workout paradox, because this one makes people angry. Extreme training without recovery can strain the heart instead of protecting it. Long-term, high-volume endurance combined with poor sleep and stimulants can cause structural changes: scarring in heart tissue, rhythm instability, electrical misfires. Most of the time, the heart adapts. Sometimes it doesn't. That's when you hear about athletes collapsing out of nowhere. It wasn't nowhere. It was years of load stacked on top of stress with no real recovery. The body keeps score even when you ignore the bill. Then there's inflammation from places you wouldn't suspect. Chronic gut issues, untreated infections, bad oral health, autoimmune flare-ups, these all feed systemic inflammation. Inflammation doesn't stay in its lane. It travels, it agitates plaque, it messes with insulin signaling, it thickens blood. You can be lean and inflamed at the same time. Looking healthy and being healthy are not the same thing. One is cosmetic, the other is internal stability. Here's a survival insight most people miss. Symptoms don't always look like chest-clutching movie scenes. Fit people especially get subtle warning shots: odd fatigue, breathlessness that feels off, jaw or back, discomfort, dizziness during exertion, sleep suddenly falling apart. Because they're used to pushing through discomfort, they dismiss it. That's the trap. The heart whispers before it screams. Ignoring whispers is how strong people get taken out. So, what actually reduces risk in the real world? First, you respect recovery like it's a survival tool, not a luxury. Sleep isn't optional maintenance. It's when blood pressure resets, inflammation drops, and heart rhythm stabilizes. Second, you manage stress like your life depends on it, because it does. That means real off switches, not just scrolling on a couch. Breathing that slows your nervous system, sunlight, walking without headphones. Third, you get data, not vibes. Data. Blood work that looks beyond basic cholesterol. Blood pressure tracked at home, not once a year in a clinic. family history taken seriously. This isn't fear, it's reconnaissance. Another overlooked move is hydration and electrolyte balance. Dehydration thickens blood and stresses the heart's electrical system, especially during heat or intense exercise. Combine that with caffeine and stress and you've built a perfect storm. Fit people push hard and forget the basics. The basics are what keep the system stable when things go sideways. This section is based on practical field survival experience rather than formal academic sources. Finally, understand this. Fitness is armor, not immortality. Armor reduces damage, but it doesn't make you invincible. The people who survive longer, on the battlefield or in biology, are the ones who respect hidden threats. They don't assume, they check, they recover, they adapt. The most dangerous sentence you can say about your heart is, "I'm in great shape, so I'm fine." That sentence has ended a lot of stories early. If this shook you a little, good. That tension is awareness kicking in. You don't need to panic. You need to be smarter than the lie. Strong bodies still need smart strategies, because collapse doesn't always look like chaos outside. Sometimes it's a silent failure inside a body that thought it was safe. Subscribe, please.